All right, everybody, buckle up because we're diving straight into another wild day inside the courtroom. I'm breaking down every move, every reaction, and every decision the judge makes so you can see exactly how justice plays out in real time. Let's get into it.
Good morning, Judge. I'm approaching Clayton Hodges on the docket today.
Marco, let him know that there's an affirmative finding, right? So that
yes.
he picks up another one, he's looking at a third degree, you know?
I'll make sure.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Back in October, on his bond conditions, you put a no driving restriction.
What's the name?
Hodges is the
Is
last
he
name.
here today?
No, it's waived. So to amend the bond conditions, do you need to see him? Okay.
Yeah, I like to admonish him
Okay, well, I'll get him.
and we'll,
Well, would you be willing to? Because I hate from the public, we're not willing to.
I mean, it's been how long?
It's been since October. He does electrician work. So I know we kind of amended the curfew last time, but he still has
You
the
have
no
two
driving
DWIs or just
restriction.
one?
I'm sorry.
Two or one?
He has
Two.
one DWI.
It's two open DWIs is no, but if it's just one and it's been that long and it's been like one of those, he had alcohol in the car.
But there's reason to believe that he may have been drinking and driving in this incident.
Right, well then that's why we take it as a part of the bond conditions, I say no driving. And then usually what we do is we wait a little bit, you know, we want to know that they appreciate the fact
Right.
that, you know, and then,
It's a driving course. It's been since October.
great, bring him in. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cool. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Brooker, bye.
Judge, on Tarlin Stevens, I'm approaching just due to the age of the case. State offered a long probation for her, and we're working on a mitigation packet. We'd like to,
On Torlin, Stephen?
Tarlin Stevens, Judge. Yeah, I think she would be,
PTI?
I think she would be good for it, but we're just working on mitigation. It's taking a little longer than I anticipated. Would you be opposed to a couple of weeks to get it all resolved?
No, but it looks like you were saying a straight probation or
Yeah, she was offered a 15-month probation.
she don't want to do PTI?
That's what I would like, but it hasn't been offered. So we're working on trying to get her mitigation because I believe she has.
Just because it hasn't been offered doesn't mean that it's, you know,
I think that's where we are now, Judge.
Mackenzie, is that off does she have a prior DWI or something?
She has no priors, Judge.
I'm not seeing the case. Is it an off docket?
Stevens, no, she's on.
Okay.
She's just waived her
Is
appearance.
it accident, high BAC?
No, the BAC was high, Judge, but there was no accident.
How high are we talking?
0.19.
Yeah, I think just mitigation.
Okay, so we're still working on it, but she's good. I
Okay,
contacted her.
so how long you want?
A couple of weeks would be great. We'll get it done.
Weeks?
Okay,
Just not done. She's got to be here.
understood. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Yep.
Darling.
This is probably.
Okay.
We're associating that on your docket.
So what's the word?
He's gonna do what the state asked of him. So we worked on an agreement that's gonna end in both of the cases.
Is this a PTI?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
But this morning we received a bond violation reports also. Just wanted to bring it to the court's attention.
I don't know. I mean,
It's not that he did anything.
it's Tasia Mitchell, right?
Mhm.
Tasia Mitchell, come up.
He lives in North Carolina, so he's not even here today.
We're set for trial.
He's getting a dismissal today. We're gonna do all of that today. Like, he's almost done. They're an hour ahead of us. I spoke to him on my way to court. He is deep into.
So he had a bond violation?
He didn't have one until this morning.
Yes, it was just submitted this morning, Judge.
What is it?
It was just it's not compliance with the drug testing report. He hasn't checked in with our system since, I believe, the very beginning of December.
So here's what was happening. He was calling in and his number was getting kicked back. So he called pretrial services and was asking them what, or was trying to get in touch with someone to ask them what's happening with my number. He does not want
Look.
to exclude.
Doesn't matter. Let's do this. If you've got an agreement and you're telling me that he's going to work the dismissal today, he's got until the end of business today.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm issuing a warrant
Yes,
because
Judge.
he's supposed to be here. There's a bond violation. So if you get the stuff done to where it gets dismissed, great. Otherwise,
Yes.
okay? So just let me know.
Yes, Judge.
It's on you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay? Marco,
Yes, sir. So I got appointed this morning to Meyer, Meier.
Page 17.
Okay, so
I called him, I just texted him, I hope to hear back from him, but I didn't know you were gonna be trumped, I just wanted to catch you before you got
no,
stuck.
no, we're not, I don't think we're going.
Oh, okay.
We got some kind of message that he said he's in rehab.
Yeah, so he says he's in a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, that's what it is.
To the 14th of February. I mean, I can verify that, Tori, no, I have.
Wanted you so that you can get actual proof that we know that he's actually in there and not just blowing us off. If you need a couple days, we'll give you up to a week.
Oh, you just give me till, yeah, a couple days is fine.
So, but if he doesn't give us anything, then I'm going to revoke his bond because this is already 2 to 3 times that we've already done this, you know?
So when I talk to him, I'm gonna find out exactly where he's at and then.
Yeah, but we need proof. I'm not going to take his word for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you wanna just stick it back to Friday and I'll give you that to find out?
Vic,
Yes.
I think it's any day but Friday because Friday's a rainy day. So,
Thursday.
sure.
All right, thank you.
Mr. D.
Judge, I'm here on Mr. Edward Brandon, Burton. Thank you. Edward Burton, he had gone yesterday, Your Honor, to take a drug test. It's my understanding from talking to pretrial services that my client had tested positive for cocaine,
Come up, Mr. Burton.
methamphetamines, and marijuana.
We sent him for a drug test yesterday. He tested
Bond violation for
He
the
tested positive for methamphetamine, cocaine, and what else?
THC.
No, sorry. Those are the. No, sir. It's unacceptable. Can't be using. I'm not going to talk to you. We'll let you talk to your lawyer and you tell me, but.
How about cocaine, methamphetamine?
Judge, I also did want to inform you that the Mr. Jones draw that we sent yesterday for a drug test, he never reported to pretrial services. I think this week he's gonna be on the second, but he said he hasn't been able to get in contact with him since yesterday. He's been not answering any of his phone calls. I just want to make you aware of that. He hasn't checked in today here.
Rod Jones?
Yes.
Okay, so if he's not here, then, it's SFBF here today. Hey, hold on a second. Did Kabir test?
Yes, and that came back positive for THC.
Okay.
I'm here on Treadwell. This Treadwell is in the jury box. There's a few things to address, Your Honor. There is a bond violation currently right now, and we of course want to address that. I believe it occurred on the 19th of January. Her being, I think, either 14 or 17 minutes late, I guess the curfew. And so when I spoke with my client on this, she explained it as far as what the situation was. This was the Friday right before the big snow, and everyone was going crazy. Of course, we all anticipated like it was going to be the last freeze. So she went to the store to be able to get supplies and load up on all of the necessaries, as everyone felt they should. And of course, the stores are crowded. Traffic is everywhere. Prior to going to the store, my client took her 3-year-old daughter to her 70-year-old aunt's house. And the reason being is because, one, her daughter is special needs and she just does not do well in the social setting. And recognizing that it was just craziness, she had to take her there first. Lines along, everything, once she leaves the store, it's apparent that, she very well may not be able to make curfew, but she did have to go get her daughter.
So we only have the one violation at 7:15.
That's correct.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Come up, Mr. Treadwell. Ma'am, it's not the end of the world. I get it. But bond conditions are bond conditions, and you have 2 open DWIs, and you must understand that you and I are operating under strict compliance. I will give you a pass now. It's not going to happen again, though. Do you understand? Okay. All right, counsel. We're good to go.
The other matter, Your Honor, we did also want to approach on the court's consideration, or more so reconsideration of the recommendation for inpatient treatment. Now, we visited this previously.
Correct. And every time I deviate from said thing, we end up regretting it.
And
I mean, 10 times over. So
you shared that with us last time. I do understand that. I at least want to do my client a little justice and at least giving some reasoning behind why we believe outpatient would be a little more appropriate. So the first thing is my client, she has been sober for 103 days. She has exercised diligently and staying committed to sobriety. While she has been released, she has been regularly attending AA meetings, meeting with substance abuse counselor who just had a home visit with her a few days ago. She has obtained her health insurance, which was previously lost due to the loss in employment, but now she can further recovery by taking advantage of the psychiatric care, therapy, and whatnot. And two, and this is really primary, the family circumstances. The circumstances of the family are the type that requires my client's presence at home. She is the primary caregiver of two daughters, ages 10 and 3. The 3-year-old, as we shared before, is a special needs child. And when she was in custody after the second offense, it was her parents who did take care of the children.
So luckily we have that going.
Well, yeah.
Have someone to watch the kids.
Yeah, and that was for just about 30 days or so. Definitely operated as a hardship as the parents. And of course, in these kind of situations, there's going to be sacrifices. Sacrifices has to be made by all parties. But we're talking about now 180 days, 6 times that amount, which, again, I think it would be a tremendous hardship. And particularly with, I think a lot could be said about it, but particularly with the special needs child, what we do know about that demographic is they need routine. Routine is keen in their lives. If that is removed, it's, they could get discombobulated and it could operate as a crisis to them. So what we do know is if she does have to go to this outpatient program, home is no longer going to be there. They're going to have to move with whomever.
You say she doesn't have health insurance?
Oh, she does. She does now. She obtained it as of July 31st. July 31st, right? Yes. I'm sorry, January 31st, excuse me. But yeah, so they would have to move. They would have to switch schools, just uprooted from the life that these girls do know and understand. And again, particularly with the special needs one, possibly not even be able to attend, is it occupational therapy? Occupational and speech therapy. Thirdly, Your Honor, when early on in this case, I had informed the court of my client, she is prescribed Adderall. And at the time of the offense, during the time of these offenses, her therapist had, they were adjusting her meds, even had her on an extremely high dose of Adderall. And, I don't want to portray myself as an expert in this at all, because I just found this information out. And that is that Adderall with alcohol, of course, that's a bad idea already. Okay, but what it does on a molecular level, they're both fighting for enzymes, and the enzymes are what's extracting it, getting it out of the body. The effect is that they mask each other. And so someone that is drinking while on Adderall, they're not feeling the effects. They're drinking and drinking. Your body is not telling you, okay, hey, we're intoxicated. But all the while, of course, the blood alcohol levels are through the roof, even to a fatal level in some instances. The blood alcohol levels here they're up there.
How high are we talking?
Talking high, Your Honor.
Very large.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, no, and I understand, and that is.
You realize that most people at that level, 0.4 is death.
That's right.
Right? You're at a 0.4, you're dead. A normal person at 0.3, they'd be passed out 3 times over, right? It's to be able to get to that level at a 0.3 and then a 0.2 on that truly tells me that there is an issue there.
Well, absolutely.
Right? And me, with that kind of levels, right? And we have 2 open DWIs. If I don't follow the recommendation, because that's why we have these people. They're clinicians, they're experts in what they do. They make the evaluation, they make the choices. I understand it will create a hardship, but sometimes that's what needs to happen to gain perspective and to gain knowledge. You know, I understand your plight. I understand your position. Every time I deviate, you regret. She has a 0.3 and a 0.2. What was it?
2.8.
A 0.28 and a 0.3 on 2 different DWIs.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Just,
and again, I know that
I
that is
understand.
directly
I'm never going to be
attributed to-
such a lawyer for, you know, zealously advocating, and I appreciate it. And, you know, you have to do what you have to do. I understand. Sorry. It's too much. You know, if it was a 0.4 or a 0.14, but we have a 0.3 and then we have a 0.28. Really, it's too much. I don't know how you want to move forward, but I am sorry. I don't want to deviate from it. You know, we can give you time to make arrangements, but I think that that's the appropriate course of action. I'm sorry, Ms. Treadwell, you know, because there are consequences to actions, right? And I know that it's going to be hard, but I think it's going to be all for the better.
Your Honor, I absolutely agree that, you know, when we're talking about treatment, you know, who could speak against that? And I do understand that.
And I mean, we're giving it to you for free. You get out there, you're going to have to pay for it on your own. You're going to end up thousands and thousands of dollars to pay for it. I can't pay for treatment on the outside. I'm telling you, I know that you have insurance. Insurance is only going to cover a portion. When you go to these outpatient treatment programs, they're thousands of dollars.
You know, there is also the KEYS program and the Access program that, you know, not really.
No, she's a 0.31 and a 0.28. Really, that needs a lot. That's why they recommended it. And I'm sorry, but you know, I wish I could make a different decision, but sometimes we have to make tough decisions as well, you know? And I'm sorry, Ms. Treadwell, but you know, I will give you as much time as you need to make arrangements, but I truly think that that's the best and appropriate course of action. Okay.
How much time?
I mean, your first case is your second case is 104 days. The first case is 153 days. So you've got some time, but I mean, we're running up against it. You know, I'll give you another 30-day setting. But that's it.
Your Honor, would we give it 45 days? Because there's going to have to be some major movement that is done on her end to even try to get someone and make arrangements for the
I will give it to you, but that's it. I mean, really,
No, I get it.
at the next setting, it's player trial. I'm not going to play this game. I will give you the 45 days, but everything needs to be done by that time. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, sir. Please.
We have a thing on Mr. Teal, whenever you.
Okay, coming up, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
So what is it? Is it Theol? Mr. Theol, you're charged with criminal trespass of a habitation or shelter. As such, it kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 100 days in jail with credit for the 114 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty and I'll send it to the 100 days in jail, give you credit for the 114 days. I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
And that wraps up this hearing. If you're into real courtroom moments, smart legal breakdowns, and raw reactions, make sure you tap like and subscribe. I've got plenty more coming. Stay sharp, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.